the time has come for us to be awakened. All these problems of fundamentalism, which have not only troubled you, there are fundamentalism everywhere, the whole world. Nobody has business to kill anyone, but it is happening. The reason is, it's gone into their heads that they are perfect, they have got everything. This is the worst thing that has happened in the name of God. God can never make some people available to religion and others not. These are all great saints, seers, prophets, incarnations, born on the same tree of life. Only people pluck those flowers and they are fighting with these dead flowers. Everybody is in danger. Everybody. Now these Shias who are in Iraq are in danger. They are hounded at by this Saddam Hussein for no reason. Kurds are in another trouble. It is impossible to understand that they never see that they are doing such horrible things in the name of God. So awakening is needed. Unless and until you are awakened, you will never understand it. Sahaja Yoga is the culmination of all the religions. As Muhammad Sahib also has said, you have to be a wali. He has talked about resurrection, Qiyamah, a complete chapter is there. But they don't want to talk about it. And the Shariat that they are using is actually from the 5 angels, from the 5 books. The 3rd book of Irmaya, where in English they call it Jeremiah, where Moses was the one who talked of this Shariat, because when he came from the mountain of Tur, he found the people were absolutely getting into complete decadence conditions. Absolutely. All kinds of horrible things they were doing. Got a fright. He said, how can I tell them about these 10 commandments? They will never listen to me, they have gone beyond any redemption. So then, because they were so badly off, he made these rules of Sharia for the Jews, not for the Muslims. That time there were no Muslims. But the Muslims took all these 5 angels as a part of their religion. Out of that they picked up this. And they started using this Shariat. Shariat is not in Quran. Muhammad Sahib has not taken note of it, I think. Shariat is in this another 5 books of the Old Testament. So this was taken over so much by the Muslims because other religions are more money oriented. A Christian religion is more money oriented. They want to make money in the name of God. But Muslims thought that better to take to power. So they made it power oriented. To make it power oriented, they had to suppress the people. They had to tell them that you can't do this, you can't do that, this is not proper, that is not proper. Otherwise, if you do like this, we'll cut your throat or your hands will be cut. And they do all these things, no doubt, because I've been to Riyadh on every Friday. People are buried alive in the hot sand. Only their heads are kept out. And so many people go to watch it. They really enjoy watching that. So horrible it is. They are just, burning inside. The hot sand is burning them. They can't get out. And only you can see their faces and head, and they are ultimately done. This kind of cruelty, how could it be possible for God to do? Because He is Rahmat. He is Rahim. And it is even worse than gas chamber, I can tell you, because you see in front of you somebody dying like that. But when they are there, they don't drink, they don't smoke. They do it secretly, they do. Once I was traveling from Riyadh to London and I slept off. When I opened my eyes, they were all in burqa. They had come in burqa, they had covered themselves up and everything. Then I got up, I saw very fashionable ladies, very fashionable. I thought we stopped somewhere or what. So I asked the air hostess, did we stop somewhere? She said, no, it's a direct flight. But I said, how these ladies, how have they come in? They said, they are the same. You see, they are wearing the burqa and all that. Now see, this is what they are. They're painting themselves, they're all doing everything. So this is unnatural. Muhammad Sahib was a very practical man. He would never have said something very unnatural. Unnatural. Of course he asked women to cover themselves up. Also one of the reasons is that the place is full of dust. Even the men cover their heads, mouth like that. So full of dust. And he respected women so much. He thought that the women should not be abused as prostitutes. So he said, whatever it is. Because there were very few men, very few. Most of the young men had died. And so many women. He said, you marry 5 times if you like, but marry. Don't have women who are like prostitutes. So to give importance to marriage, he married himself and he made others also marry. But it's not compulsory that you should marry. Under those circumstances, in Sanskrit we call it samayachar. The time, that was the time. And according to the time, these people found out things, what is to be done for that particular time. Now for example, now we have drugs. They didn't have drugs at that time. Even Muhammad Sahib time there were no smoking. He, of course, he knew about the alcohol, so he said no more alcohol. But there was no smoking, so Muslims think that if you smoke it's alright because it's allowed. It's an escape, just an escape. Now the drugs also, I was surprised in these Arabic countries, they are taking drugs. Young people are taking drugs. Quite a lot, even ladies take drugs there. It's very surprising. The reason for that is again that in the Quran there is no word of drugs. Now Quran itself was not written at the time of Muhammad Sahib, as you know very well. There's a very great scholar who has written about it, that Muhammad Sahib got all these inspirations and he told people to write who were of his age group. His friends and things were reliable people. But they couldn't write anything. So they remembered everything by heart. 40 years they didn't write. Then they were getting old, so they asked their children to learn how to write, and they told the children. So now from Muhammad Sahib to these people, which was kept in their memory, then it was given to the children. So you can imagine there is authenticity of Quran also could be little bit doubted, because maybe there are certain things that have gone wrong. I think the biggest mistake was this, that it was said that Muhammad Sahib said that I am the last prophet. He never said that. If he had said it, why should he talk about Qiyamah, about the future? If he was the last, he should have done with the Qiyamah part. Why did he keep it hanging in there? That shows he never said it. But apart from that, the word is that he was the seal. It means also stamp. Even in Arabic language, it means stamp. So he is one of the stamps. Like in the Indian scriptures, we have the primordial master. Then we have this master incarnates. Like in Iran, you had Zoroaster. According to Sahaja, Zoroaster was the same. 5 Zoroasters came there to preach about God and religion. These were the people who are now in India, who ran away from there. We call them Iranians, you see. They ran away. This is Persepolis, you know that where Shiraz, near Shiraz, where the whole capital was there at that time.